Becoming an entrepreneur is probably the best job today in the 21st century because they're the ones who solve world's most complex problems, and in return they can afford the lifestyle that we can only dream about. Every cool gadget that you have in your pocket to the services that you use on a daily basis are there thanks to those entrepreneurs. But some of these entrepreneurs aren't simply solving problems, but are doing the most mind-blowing things you can think about, such as Elon Musk, who is probably the most interesting man in the world. He doesn't seem to be interested in building a better phone or another platform to waste your time. What he cares about is to save the humanity from a catastrophe that it's about to face, exactly like a Marvel hero. It might sound funny that a 46-year-old man trying to take the role of a Superman, but that's exactly what he has been doing for the last 20 years. But unfortunately, instead of being known as a Superman, he got the title of the real Iron Man. If you look around, you will realize that every major entrepreneur is known for one great success. Bill Gates, Microsoft; Steve Jobs, Apple; Jeff Bezos, Amazon, and so on. But this man attacked 3 industries at once and crushed them all, since that's what it takes to save the world. As we are progressing and developing, we are directly or indirectly negatively affecting the climate. In other words, in the long run, life is not sustainable here on Earth. A normal person would have thought, let's try to take a better care of the environment. But not Elon Musk. He rather proposed, let's make humanity multiplanetary. If something happens to Earth, we have so many other planets to live in. This is probably the craziest ideas one can come up. Building rockets is what governments do and not the entrepreneurs. But Musk was crazy enough to do it himself, and in less than 15 years, he could accomplish what was thought to be impossible and built a rocket that safely landed back on Earth after flying to space. It have accomplished what governments couldn't do, even NASA, and now it's preparing for its first mission to Mars. But that's not all. In order to stop the climate change, he started building electrical cars. Although that everyone laughed at him when he started, today it's one of the most valuable car companies in the world and probably the most innovative one, pushing the whole industry to move to electrical cars or they will be out of business in no time. But it doesn't stop there. At the same time, he has built one of the biggest solar companies in the world in order to move humanity to a sustainable source of energy. And his most recent company is the Boring Company, which is trying to solve the traffic problem by building tunnels underground. So he's not only saving the world, but also trying to save you some time. Now the main question is, how does he do that? How does he even think? Of course, I'm not the best person to answer this question, but here is what I have discovered after watching his interviews. When Elon Musk enters into an industry, he doesn't try to beat the market today or tomorrow or even next year. In fact, he doesn't care at all what's happening now, because he knows that no matter how hard he works, other companies simply have the advantage of having more resources. So instead of trying to compete for today, he will try to figure out where the industry will be in the next 10 or 20 years and will start competing for that. In the case of Tesla, for example, since oil and gas are limited resources, future cars simply have no other way but to find an alternative solution, which seems to be electrical cars. But no one thought about it back in 2003 when Tesla was just founded. In fact, Tesla is still not a profitable company. It's losing millions every day. But the idea is that in the long run, it will break even and eventually become profitable. If you look at these other companies like SpaceX, for example, you will find that they are following the exact same strategy. But that raises the question, how do I even get the money to work for so many years before I start making real profit? That's a question we'll try to answer in another video, of course if you're interested. And now it's your turn. What do you think? Will his plan to save the world will work out, or he will probably go bankrupt soon? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, hit that like button if you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't want to miss the next video, then hit the subscribe button and the bell besides it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.